As a Christian, we are saved by faith, not by works. And the Apostle Paul says this, and if you want to look, it's in Ephesians chapter 2, verse 8 and 9. And any Christian that has read the Bible knows this. As a Christian, we're saved by faith through grace from what Jesus did for us on the cross. And most Christians believe this, and they will even preach this, but they themselves have absolutely no faith. And let me tell you this as well. When you are saved, and when you've come to grace, you will have works. Christians are not saved by their works, and no amount of good works will get us to heaven. But if we are saved, we become obedient to Jesus, which we will be doing works. In fact, Jesus commands us. The Great Commission, he commands us to go out and tell others, to preach the gospel. Jesus also says that his sheep listen to him and obey him. And of course, we'll have to be doing work if we're God's children. Too many Christians think that saved by grace means means now they don't have to do anything but sit in a pew at church. And when they see someone preaching and teaching about getting up and following Jesus, they think that they are teaching a salvation by works gospel, and it's just simply not true. Jesus himself said, if anyone wants to come after me, he needs to take up his cross daily and follow me. Now, when a Christian actually is taking up his cross, which means bearing the burden of the cross, that means putting down everything that you want to do in your life and living for the true gospel of Jesus. When other Christians see a Christian bearing his cross, they usually laugh and they say, do you think you're being saved by works? Why are you carrying your cross, brother? I don't have to carry a cross. No one else is carrying a cross. And they falsely assume that you don't have to bury yourself to follow Jesus. They think you can live in sin, and they think you can also live with Jesus at the same time. They think that you can continue sinning and living your own life and somehow also be effective for God's kingdom. But Jesus says, if anyone wants to come after me, he must pick up his cross, deny himself, and follow me. And he says, if you're not willing to do this, you're not ready to be a part of the kingdom of heaven. So let me encourage you, if you are wanting to be a part of the kingdom of heaven, to follow Jesus, you have to take up your cross daily and follow him. It's not salvation by works gospel, it's salvation by faith in Jesus. And faith in Jesus means obeying his commands. And his commands are not burdensome. His commands are much easier to keep when we follow him than it would be to just obey our own desires and end up in hell. For the short run, it may be difficult to carry our cross, but in the long run, we'll have eternal life with Jesus. So preach this gospel with me, guys. If you believe in Jesus, don't just sit around doing nothing. Proclaim Jesus, proclaim the truth, and also proclaim the judgment that is going to come upon people who don't seek after Jesus with their entire life. May Jesus bless you guys.